What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Fresh Start Fishing. Today we are going to go through a tutorial on how to make goose jerky. Now I've been trying to perfect this recipe I got, and everybody seems to like it. The kids love it, so I'm going to go through it with you guys and show you how to make it. And we're going to do it in the conventional oven so that everybody can follow along. I do have a smoker, but we're not going to do that today. Let's get to it. Okay, so what I got here is about 3 pounds of snow goose. We just pulled out of the freezer. Now it is a little bit frozen, which is good because I don't have a slicer. If you got a meat slicer, you may not need it frozen, but it really helps me out cutting thin slices. So we're going to go through this. I'm going to cut these up into about 1/4 inch slices, and then we'll start getting the marinade together, and I'll show you guys how to do that. All right, so now we got all of our jerky slices, about 1/4 inch or so. Now remember, when you dry this stuff out, you're gonna lose size. Most of that water is gonna come out. All right, so now we're gonna start the marinade process. I'll go through the ingredients with you real quick. You're gonna need black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, soy sauce, Worcestershire sauce, and this is the secret right here: Chipotle Tabasco. Now, I'll run through these ingredients with you step by step, and we'll show you how much you need. Get this done right. Okay, so we've got our snow goose in the bowl. First off, we're going to go with soy sauce. You're going to want, for 3 pounds of meat, you're going to want about 1.5 cups of soy sauce. Roughly 1/2. And the same with Worcestershire. Pop that thing off there. So 1-to-1 with the soy sauce and the Worcestershire, you'll want 1.5 cups of each. Roughly 1/2. And then we're going to move into the black pepper. About 1 tablespoon of black pepper. The same with your onion powder and garlic powder. There's no... And then the secret seasoning right there, Chipotle Tabasco. You can use whatever you want, but the Chipotle it just adds a real nice smoky flavor to it. And for 3 pounds of jerky, I found that 2 of these bottles is just the right amount. Now, I probably should have put the brine together before I put the meat in, but we're going to go ahead and give it a good mix with our hands so we get all that mixed up, get the meat saturated and everything. And you're going to let this sit for probably 24 hours. That soy sauce and Worcestershire sauce has a lot of salt in it. It'll help cure the meat. Let that Tabasco soak in, get all that black pepper to stick to the meat as well. So we'll put this in a container and we'll sit it in the fridge. We'll let it set for about 24 hours. And then we'll throw it in the oven. I'll show you guys how to do that tomorrow.
The next day.
Welcome back, folks. It is the next day. It's been about 24 hours since we put the jerky in the fridge, so I went ahead and pulled mine out already, got it into a strainer, get rid of all the excess juices, and we're we're gonna get ready to put it onto our dehydrating grate. Now, I also would highly recommend throwing some tin foil on that bottom rack, because this stuff will drip and it will make a nasty mess all over the bottom of your stove, and then you'll have to clean it out later. And if you're a guy and you got a wife, she will get very pissed off when you make a mess of her stove. So let's get to it. All right, there it is, roughly 3 pounds of snow goose jerky that is waiting to be cooked. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the stove. I've got it preheating already to the lowest temperature that your stove will go to. Like mine is 170 degrees. You don't want it too hot. You don't want to actually cook this stuff. You want to just get it to dry out. So we'll put that here on the top rack. Shove that in there. Make sure your tin foil's up underneath of it. And the other important step, you're going to take up a towel. You're going to roll it up and you're going to stick it in the door. See that? You're going to wedge that door open a little bit. And that gap is going to make sure, it's going to make sure that all that moisture gets out of the stove, and it'll dry it out quicker. So about 3 hours and we're going to have jerky. So we'll see it in just a little bit. We'll even get the kids to eat it and see how it tastes.
One eternity later.
It's done. Well, not all of it. Some of it's done. The bigger, thicker pieces, we're going to let it sit for another half an hour or so. But I think, look at that. We're going to take off the smaller pieces and let the kids try it out and see what they think and give us their honest opinion. All right, guys, final result. This looks just like the picture I showed you in the first video. It's honestly really good. You'd never know that that's goose. Does not have game at all. What do you think? Is it good?
Good.
It's really good, huh? Mm-hmm. Kids love it. I'll make 10 pounds of this stuff. It'll be gone in 2 days. And for the most part, the wife doesn't eat any of my duck or goose or anything. She'll eat all the jerky too. Is it good?
Yes.
Well, show them the stuff in your hand. Make sure everybody sees that it's jerky. Now, yeah, this kid only eats chicken nuggets and french fries, maybe cheeseburgers, only ketchup, pretty picky. And he eats the jerky. All the kids love it. All right, guys. Well, try it out and tell me what you think. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right there, that little red button. It's free to do. I'm trying to gain my followers. Try and get up to 1,000 or so in the next couple months. So make sure you hit that button, hit the little bell. It'll tell you when my new videos are up. And remember, folks, start fresh every day. We'll see you next time.